So, this is the second time we're doing this, and there's going to be probably a third towards the fall. But welcome to the Female Podcast. And of course, I'm your host. And this time, do we want to reveal names? It
I
depends.
don't
If
know.
you don't want to, then use a code name.
Well, I don't know, but I already have my picture up anyway.
So let's go with
I
the
don't know.
sassy and adorable one. Who with the blonde hair and the green outfit?
Hi, I'm Sassy. I run the current page.
Other, we got a new person joining us today. Do you want to do an introduction?
Hello, I'm Luma. I don't have a page. I'm the boring one of these people, but I might have something next time.
Okay, and of course, I'm the one who run this crazy circus along at the normal crazy circus. I'm the one who run the Oscar page, the Lukier page, and me, amigo Jaime. Welcome. So, today we were supposed to have everybody here, but due to some personal issues and lack of, I guess, timing wise, we are going to be minus some. But hey, much half out of 3 out of 6 is still a half. So congratulations, we did it. So, what are we going to talk about
All the
today?
action, half the calories. What?
Ah. Okay, so last time we did is we actually went into a lot of detail. Where we left off last time, we were going to talk about our favorite male units. So we'll go back to that. Then we go back to our favorite female units as well. Um, so the question we have are, if I can find them at the moment. If not, here are a word from Corinne.
um. So here's a word, and the word is critical trigger. Actually, that's a phrase, but still.
uh,
Definition.
Alright. Definition. Well, critical meaning that it hits and everything, and it's very damaging and it's very intense, and you're running low on steam or anything else, power, everything, and then trigger because at the end of the round you go, I'm so triggered. I'm sorry. Like, gosh, I can't believe you do that. Why did you give it to all of them? Why couldn't you just not trigger?
Okay. Wow. That that always seemed to happen. Okay.
I'm sorry.
No. Not weird. I got a message. Oh, from Corinne.
Yeah, sorry. That's
um. So screw the question. I can't find them. I'll save them for next time. I done taught them. Sorry, people. If you asked a question, I apparently can't find them, and I'm sorry to my teammate in Nextcore. I cannot find where I posted that, and I should have made sure of this, but I did not. So ha ha ha. That's the way you guys get for only having one female in your guys' team.
and
Anyway.
this is the second time though, because the first time we weren't prepared for streaming, and
Mm-hmm.
this time we're just not prepared on anything.
No. So we're just gonna go by Well, okay. Let's just go by this.
Like most of my streams. Yes.
So we all had a experience in Vanguard. What is one of the most unique experience you have? Something easy, something that's a start us off. So something that was either during a card fight, in the anime, something that you're like, huh, I didn't think that would happen, but it did. So do both of you have an experience like that?
I think so. Yeah. No,
I'm thinking so.
I, I'm probably going to talk about the one that got me like absolutely hooked on Vanguard. Like I was casually, I hadn't played the game. I was just casually watching the anime before,
Mm-hmm.
and there came this point in the anime where the limit break bit where you had Ren and Kenji fighting,
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Season 3.
Yeah. And then um well, just to let everyone know, my favorite clan is absolutely Dimensional Police. I have Enigma, Dimensional Robo, Cosmic Heroes. I did have Metalborg. Don't have Metalborg anymore.
You did have. Mm.
Yes, I did have Metalborg for a little while. I didn't like Metalborg.
Poor Metalborg.
But yeah, I just that bit where Kenji's where they say an avalanche of rising power, and you see Kenji just slowly building up and up and up and up and up with his great Daisha, and just
Hey.
smashing Ren, who's this big, huge protagonist who's like no one's been able to beat by Aichi, and just winning. And it's like yes. And then I bought like the first like ever packs of Vanguard I ever bought were BT08, where you could pull Great Dayusha, and I got the SP Great Dayusha.
Nice.
So that I was like, Dimensional Police forever.
Dimensional Police.
Dimensional Police. They're my favorite clan now. But yeah, that's like my most unique memory of Vanguard.
That is awesome.
Corin, do you have something like that, or something cool, or something interesting?
Trying to remember what got me into Vanguard. It was very because I was like kind of passive until I finally got to watch and play myself.
Mm-hmm.
But a unique experience. Oh, actually, very unique to me. My first 2 real life card fights against both Misaki and Kumi.
Go for it.
I forget if Kumi is on my page yet. If not, then I apologize. I've been very weird at organizing my phone. I definitely know Misaki's is up, and I just and I feel so horrible, but I ended up flooring them. Cause it's just like I got some of the combos out, and I managed to guard when I needed to, and it was just so fun. They were really long matches though. They're really long matches though, and I quite like when matches go long in Vanguard.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like my first time like fighting somebody and like physically, not like online.
Yeah.
And I can't explain it, right? I just feel horrible because I'm like I'm happy I won, but
It's just like a feeling that you didn't experience until you actually had the opportunity.
yeah.
Which to me it makes sense too, because well, let's be honest, probably the strangest thing would probably be for me. Um, well, I could talk about how against how I use all my G guard within the first round of a match. Oh,
Ooh.
that happened. Sorry, I used it
Did,
Rudu because I needed it. But
but did you have
uh,
the Gears Legion?
no, because Rudu
Oh.
G guard skill is when she choose a trigger and a non-trigger unit and put it back to the bottom of your deck. So I use
Right.
so
Okay.
so so I put the heals back and I put it at a card bag, and then I know the person only had gray zeros, so I was like, and then I thought about like how many cards in your hand? He like 5, but like you draw 3-0 before, and then you just draw 2-0. So okay, I go into Ragnarok Dragon. He like, no, my weakness. I like, yeah, counter block 1, unflip him, attack with critical. You can't guard with grade zeros.
My ultimate weakness.
I'm like, you're like,
It's a great start. I just can't stand Gear Chronicles, so.
but like that, like I just felt like, oh god, I'm gonna lose. I have no more G guards. I fell my heals back. This is gonna kill me. I used all my G guard within the first move. I'm like, oh my god, this is bad. And then I was looking like, I was like, wait, I remember his last turn, and I remember this turn, like, Grand Clock, this is what you are meant for. Come out, my beautiful decaying dragon, and destroy all.
Precious.
Pretty much. I was like, oh. So to
Gear
me, that was
Chronicles.
like,
Oh.
so to me,
Go on.
that is probably the training experience I have with Gear Chronicle, and to me, that is just like It should not work. It should not have worked easily for me to. I would have like, okay,
that,
I won this
that was,
battle.
oh, that's very awesome. Oh, I remember something from my battles though. I managed to use a Clotennis and Evangeline combo.
Oh my god, what was the combo?
Uh, because because um because I use an Evangeline to flip a Clotennis,
Right,
and then I use Clotennis definitely when I need the rear cards out,
right.
and then everyone gets a power, and then crits happen, and then towards the end of the match, it's like, okay, do I go to Evangeline just to get even more power? Because I already have a full field. I didn't have to worry about field anymore. Or
Mm-hmm.
do I go into Beatable Dragon, Saint Beatable Dragon,
Beat the bullet.
um, and just get for the crit? And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go for the crit.
I think I've got another. You remember the extra booster for Dimensional Police?
The one where everybody just wanted to die.
Cosmic Roar. Cosmic Roar.
Yeah.
I managed to win that sneak peek
Ooh.
as well.
Ah, nice.
So I was
So
like,
then,
I got the mat and I got cards and I was like, yes.
that is actually really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, that's. See, I'm just meant to be a Dimensional Police player. It's like forcing it on me.
Yeah,
I've accepted Corin as my spirit animal. So.
Okay. So, looking into the more deeper stuff, finally, we got like cool topic, and we'll go back to light topics once we go into the deeper meaning. So we were talking before this podcast about how the minority is female players, not only in Vanguard, but like going to further where like Magic, um,
Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, and
Although
basically,
Magic is very, very good because it has its Ladies Planewalker Society and it even has like female pro players as well. So
yeah,
Magic's
I
probably
even heard
better
they
off.
do like lady nights at some places.
Yeah, Magic's like the best for female players.
Right.
I found.
Um.
Just,
So
just mentioning.
yeah, no. I was thinking like, wait, I know there's like a good amount of female players that do play Magic, but in Vanguard Rise, I always find that it's strange that there is a minority with female players. I mean, if you go to locals, well, for me, when I went to locals, I always the one female. But if I go to school, I find that there was about four other female players, but still the majority is male. So why do we think that is? Do you think they're like this bias already for a woman wanting to play, but then they decide not to because they're like, well, the majority guys are playing, so I should not be playing.
I saw a very funny video on this topic.
Okay, go
Actually, it was about Magic the Gathering again and how there's less female players.
Mm-hmm.
And it was someone talking about women having commitment, like not commitment issues in relate, but commitment issues to things, like hobbies. That's what women, and I'm like, no.
Oh.
That's what guys seem to think, that women have like commitment issues to hobbies. And I'm like, you're wrong.
I mean, you can have on and off relationships with hobbies because life is just sucks, but
yeah.
Commitment issues to hobbies. What about commitment issues to your relationship?
I know.
No, that's boys to me.
All right.
I think that's boys to everyone.
Yeah. All right. So, what do you think, Corin? Do you think there's such a bias towards when female want to play a card game?
It still all depends on the type of person, because you could get the headstrong, defiant person that's like, you know what, screw you, I'm gonna play what I like. And then you also have like the shy, timid ones that kind of would feel better if there's people they know, or at least like people of the similar gender and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it really all depends, but in essence, it's also in history about the way the world has been until now. So you gotta take that into consideration. That and marketing needs to be better.
Oh, definitely. Do we all agree on that?
Really, card games really don't, especially Vanguard and Wives. They're not, especially with the art. They certainly don't make you feel welcome.
Yeah, I think we all can agree some of the art for the female cards are kind of like you have to step back, like, whoa, people, what the heck does that?
We'll probably get back to this because I mentioned it before to you, Ash, and you said you were going to add it to the
Yeah,
list
I
of
am
things we were
gonna.
going to
I'll ask you right
for
after this.
Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda
Okay.
Triangle.
Okay, so Cora and I here. Let me talk about mine, and then we'll go into that topic. But I feel like yeah, there is. I mean, unless you're already playing a different card game and you go into Vanguard, then you feel okay. Like for me, I played Yu-Gi-Oh once upon a time in the dark beyond the this that was my life before Vanguard. But it was I was used to it, so I was like, okay, I don't mind playing at a card game. Kind of there are other people who do play it, friends. Like Corin said, if you have people who play it, then you'd be willing to play it yourself.
Hey everybody, I'm sorry I'm late.
Hey,
Oh,
we
Oh,
so this
I thought
is
you had something to do today.
I'm sorry.
we've already started, but welcome.
okay.
Hi.
So quick introduction. This is the admin of the Misaki page, everybody, and quick. Do you want to say something?
Hi everybody. I'm like what my girl
Awesome.
lovely admin here said. I am the Misaki Tokura admin page for Vanguard. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
Pleasure. Okay.
Yeah, she has a page just for herself, not just Misaki, just for herself too.
I know, right?
Oh, sorry.
All right. We are talking about why you think there is a bias for female to get into card games like Vanguard. Like, because if you notice, even with our major Skype group, the only 4 female out of the 20 something members. So we're trying to figure out why that is. Is it because there's this premise that female really can't play this game, or that it is hard for them to get into due to lack of not the fun, but due to the lack of seeing that there will be females in there. So
Motivation.
motivation.
Yeah. Um I think there's a lot of potential for females to get into Vanguard. It's just that I can see why they feel kind of intimidated because boys tend to be rough players. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry for any men who are listening to this. I apologize, but I'm not stereotyping or anything. But of all the players I played with for the past couple years, I've been into Vanguard, which are mostly guys. They're kind of rough, and girls, well, as tough as we can put ourselves on, we're still kind of sensitive because there's a lot of potential of female cards. I mean, God's sakes, there's a lot of female cards in this game. It's just there needs to be more motivation for females to get in here, and I think like if more female female players come out and say, "Hey, I'm a girl player. Why don't you want to try playing a game with me? I will help you through this and basically think of it as a sisterhood bond kind of thing going on instead of like being intimidated by men and also I'm not trying to sound like a Nazi feminist. I swear to God, I'm not.
No, no, because like the first episode of Vanguard, what's it called? G Quest, Gear Crisis. Luna rather learn from Tokuha than from Chrono. I mean, no why.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, it is the same premise. Like you look like, well, I feel more comfortable learning from a female because they'll get where I'm coming from than a male who would just like automatically, really, will have this ideal of how I could be playing all that stuff. You feel
Or
more
probably already
comfortable,
formed an opinion before getting
right?
to know the person.
Right.
There's a lot of that too.
Well, we do that too, I think, at some sense. But I think if we see a female, we like, oh, I remember my first time, so I'd rather help this person out and take them to the step. I'll probably go on this. For some of my matches that I like the most, it's probably against Koren, Misaki, and all the other female players I have played. Why? Because we actually get into it. We actually start having fun.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Oh, the long matches.
The
like
long matches are the best.
Ah.
like
Oh
I just have a
yes.
match with Luma here this the other day, and oh my god, we were both stuck at grade 0 for like the first turn, and we were just like having fun. We were like, yeah, this is awesome. Chrono Dream.
I attack you for 4,000.
I sometimes go absolutely cheesy when I play. I can go full on, like, true ultimate dimensional robot, greater Daikaida!
Right, you
Like,
could.
full on.
I think when you do, I think female like this. This also going to our next thing. Female like facing against other females and learning from female, and when they see there are a little, when there are not so many females, they feel discouraged. They're like, well, I really can't get into it. I'd rather have, at least an idea that I am gonna face a female card fighter. So you're like,
Yeah, and also, sorry.
go, go for it.
No, I know I interrupted you. I apologize.
No, go ahead, Isis.
It also on the fact of like with females, they can be more freely to speak than in front of guys, because we're all girls. We're all too we get embarrassed if we act silly in front of guys, and we're afraid of what they think of. But
Yeah, true.
if we're actually true naturally to ourselves, like around other females, then you can go batshit insane and have fun with it.
I think that also goes to the idea that when we facing males, well, sorry, but let me just say that,
That's
then you
fine.
can go. Okay, when females, when a female player face a male, we have to have this interior that, okay, I have to take it serious and all that stuff. And if I show any type of weakness, they might just not abuse it, but they take it to their advantage, and I might just lose. It's actually that's
Yeah.
just the concept of woman, period, isn't it?
Essentially, that's why I also mentioned history and everything earlier too. It just all boils down to quote unquote tradition.
Right, go for
But
it, Uma.
No, it's fine. It was just the thing. Nothing.
There's just a thing and the something, but not that
There's a
thing,
thing
right?
and the something and the this and that and the
And
blah,
Three's
blah.
Company too.
Oh my gosh. We're not
Oh,
going back
but
to this thing again.
but Misaki, I was also talking about. Well, I fangirled over when I finally got to fight you and Kumi.
Aww.
And I also felt really bad because I was kind of like, and I won.
No, God, no. You're supposed to feel like that. Okay, I am going to confess something right here and right now. And for any male people who are listening to this, I apologize. But for some reason, as a girl, when I fight against a guy and I win the match, I feel a sense of like, yeah, I won! I beat a dude! Yeah!
That's how I feel against Kai every single time I get to win.
I have to agree there too. Like when I face like Chrono the Dragon, Chaos Breaker, Kai, even Tetsu, and Ezel, and even the page I'm into Buki, I like, yeah, I beat you, and I did that, and I did this. But in that in the interior, I think in my head, but outside, like, oh, thank you for the match. I'm like, yeah, in the head, like inner self, it's like so happy.
Actually,
Go on.
oh no, I was just gonna say when I played you you were like one of the first female players to ever like played. There's not many around here in Scotland, which means that my first ever female opponent was on the other side of the world. Now that I think about it.
Nice.
My first ever female, because there's really no other girl around here who plays.
I'm happy to take your virginity for the first female fight you ever had.
The Cardfight virginity. What?
Yeah,
But that's just the thing. There's so little females. I have to go to the other side of the world to play one.
But hey, at least on a global scale, it's not like it's concentrated in a certain area. At least globally, there are other players.
right.
Yeah, true.
You just have to look and keep on looking and keep on looking. And look.
Keep on striding. No.
Yeah, keep on trying. But it is true. I mean, that is actually true. It kind of sad when you think about it. Like, man, this is my first fight against a female. Honestly, I think either Misaki or Korin were my first fights against a female player.
I think
It was me.
I think it was. I think it was Corin.
I think
Then it was
me.
me.
Yeah, I think I faked Corinne. I wanted to face Royal Paladin Joel Knight. I didn't actually have the opportunity to face them. Yeah, people. Not many people play
It,
Jewel Knights. This is the reason why they need love.
that makes me sad. It makes me really sad. I mean, it's a great deck. Come on.
Well, that's when I was looking the thing. You know how I said earlier that I just can't stand Gear Chronicle.
Mm-hmm.
It's mainly because I've told you this before, but after this extra booster, even though they released 3 years after, Gear Chronicle have more support than Dimensional Police.
Don't play my cute little gears.
No, I will. It's
No, Chrono
No.
Dragon didn't do anything wrong. Play
But this is
Bishop.
also the problem.
they're
This is
also
also the problem
so
we face in the
fast. They
main.
don't give you good games. They're like, I'm gonna kill you in my first ride. Oh,
Actually, this is
I don't
also
actually
a
get
problem
paid.
we have in the main podcast.
I think so. I think, like, alright, I'll be honest. A guy with Corinne, with her subclan, the same with my subclan. Come on, people. Silver Swords need love. Look here is OP as heck. You guys just don't want her to come back and take Harry's spot. Well, I'm
Oh no,
sorry.
you're like
I would
something
like for Lukier to
do
come
well
back.
in New York.
Huh?
Look, you did well in New York.
She did do well, I heard.
Right.
But, okay. Let's be honest.
Yeah, like one Lukier. No, okay, go on.
I'll be honest. Is that how it was during my first regional singles? I was the only one playing Lukier. I was the only one playing Pale Moon. I was like, what? I'm that one minority? Oh, now I better do well.
I just smashed Guardians.
Can I
Okay.
tell you guys a funny story?
Okay, go for it.
Okay, now this is from a female player. I went to my I was trying to go to my first regionals out in Ohio a couple years ago, which I never got to, which was kind of sad. But
Ohio.
this is the time I had my Magus deck with me, and I was fighting against a Royal Paladin player, and I was using the skills and everything, and I won we went against each other 2 times, and I won both matches. Thing is, he was like really salty and saying, "Oh, you only just won the match because of your like the top skills and everything and your cheating skills, da 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 da, because you know what was gonna happen." It's like that's the thing of the deck. Don't be
That's
salty,
the
man.
point.
If a girl kicks your butt in a game, please don't be salty.
That's the point of the class.
I agree.
That's the
I was
whole
like,
game mechanic. Oh,
that
microphone fell.
Megus's actual skill is to look at. Okay, Thomas Everson. But look at the top of your deck. You get to choose, keep, and then activate skill because of that. It's just like if somebody say, "Well, you won because you were able to call stuff from your soul and put it back." I'm like, that freaking hairy ability with Magia, people. I get to call them out and get to put them back in.
If you want to beat Magia, play Shadow Paladins.
Oh no, we got a new one. We got a new strat unit that's going to say, "Fuck you, Shadow Paladin. Can't do anything."
I
It's the same
just
with
love
Spike Brothers. If you want to beat Carrier Spikes, you gotta play the Shadows.
Not true.
Did you guys hear that all that sirens and stuff?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think that was for the ambulance. That's the ambulance for the butt hurt.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so let's go to the next topic, and actually, Luma was the one who got me this idea. All right, we all love the art of some of our cards, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
But do we feel like sometimes they go? I know this was actually one point with Josie, the other person who can't be here because she didn't like the new stride unit from the last fighter collection um, for Neo Nectar because of the showing her
Booty.
ass. Showing that booty.
Verno.
Oh, Corinne, are you okay?
No, I think I have been feeling sick the past 2 weeks, so. But then again, when am I not sick? But go on.
Okay, so do we think that there are some cards that they just go overboard with the whole showing off the too much? like that's so boys can play it, but then it kind of turned us off from it. Like,
Is this where I get to go into my huge rant now?
yes,
Yes.
everybody have like like we all know. I play card. I actually my main sub clan have a unit like that. But do we feel turned off when a guy go crazy over that artwork and make you feel like just like, oh man, I can't look at this card anymore because you kind of ruined it for me. That's kind of sick. So
Like if
do
I
you,
see you with that card, I automatically see stain.
yes,
And that was a bad joke. I'm so sorry, everybody. I
Don't
had to
worry.
make that joke.
The joke is approved.
Uh,
Okay, so I think we all have seen guys going crazy for their waifus. Have this ever turned you off from that card though?
Shall I start?
Hey, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'll think of mine.
I
The
already
full
got
rank
mine.
of the Bermuda Triangle begins.
All right. This is not again Bermuda Triangle users in general.
This is just
again-
one
Not
person's
general.
opinion.
There's
Just one-
specific ones of you. There's specific ones of you. But no, I really, I don't know. I like mermaids, and when I first heard of Bermuda Triangle, I was like, ooh, cool. And to be honest, I did like them for a little while, and then they started getting, but they've always been a little sexual. It was the bit where the first G Extra booster came out where I really had enough.
Mm-hmm.
Where you'd get the SPs with them in bathing suits and at the beach and everything.
Fan service.
And there were boys paying like 250 quid for the GRSP in the swimsuit. And then you look at it and you're like, they're all high schoolers. Each and every one of them is meant to be a high schooler. Some of them are like first year high schoolers. And
The whole idol thing. Now it reminds me of Love Live. Continue.
And now I can't go near Bermuda Triangle, and it's very prominent up here in Scotland, at least from what I've seen, that people max out their decks. So you go up against these like guys who have full SP Bermuda decks, all because they like looking up a girl's skirt, a high schooler girl's skirt, and I feel sick playing. I can't even like I like Bermuda Triangle and I wanted to play it, but I can't anymore. It just makes me feel icky to even look
Dirty?
at the cards. Oh, pardon?
Feel dirty.
Yeah, I can't do Bermuda Triangle anymore. Like they were always slightly sexualized, but now I can't go near them. Ugh.
It sucks when people ruin cards for you.
And I love the mermaid aesthetic, and I was like, and especially the more magical girl like Pacifica. But even then, Pacifica's like very very young, like before puberty times.
She's
I guess.
either very very young or just very very short.
Like a
And she's got a card of her in a bathing suit, and I'm like, that's disgusting.
you don't blame them making it. You blame the people who basically dirty it, dirty that whole good image for you, huh?
Yeah, I know, but it's kind of the fault of Bushiroad. But yeah, the people who are paying 250 quid to get these SPs of high schoolers so they can look up a skirt. No, thank you.
I think
And
what
then
people
we-
don't
and then
get
we-
is that people also over sexualize things. Like it could come the way it does. It doesn't matter, but there are other people that generally over sexualize it too. And you can either get it from the prudish side saying, "Oh, that shoulder is too much," or you could get it from the fanatic side where it's like, "No, draw them bigger."
To be honest, I've seen guys who would argue that Fenrir is the same.
All
But we
right.
just got that. We just got that.
Okay, actually,
No, I mean
okay.
the original Fenrir and Token Rambo. Like they go, oh, but you have these, and I was like, yes, but they're not quite as they're not.
No.
It's not a high.
They're not showing off their ads or anything.
And it's
Dude,
not a high
I'd be
schooler.
like, can we get okay? Instead of design SP, can we get them in bathing suits or get them in the I don't know kimonos themselves in the hot spring? I don't know. Give us something.
And they're century-old swords. The Token Rambo was just our answer to Cancole.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
Alright,
Yeah, there's my mini rant about Bermuda Triangle over.
But speaking of mermaids, though, doesn't it also make you sad that there's not a lot of battle sirens like in Aquaforce?
No, there isn't really.
No, well,
Not, I mean,
no.
it's not any good ones. There's
Okay.
not very many good ones.
I'll go here. I'll defend my clan of the Aquaforce. I'll take this little hat. I'll wear my hat. But yes, I'm wearing my Aquaforce hat now. Okay, I guess when you think about it, Aquaforce was supposed to be the male equivalent to Bermuda Triangles. When you think about it, that kind of makes sense. Most of them are males, and actually in the same zone as Bermuda Triangle. However, they added the battle sirens, and I'm like, why do you did that? You guys don't add any, I don't know, males in Bermuda Triangle. I mean, you guys could have had,
Exactly.
huh?
Exactly. I wanted to touch upon that. There are no male idols in Bermuda Triangle.
And hey,
There's
Like,
also no dragons in Bermuda Triangle. There's no
okay.
monsters in Bermuda Triangle.
So I'm
It's
looking at
girls.
this. I'm looking at this. I'm like, well, wait. You guys saying that Aquaforce that was supposed to be the, I don't know if it's true, but this is just my understanding, that was supposed to be the male version of Bermuda Triangle. Makes sense. So why add battle
Not-
sirens then? It was not needed. And then I looking like, well, why don't you guys add some males equivalent to BT? Cause you guys copy Madoka, can you guys not copy the guys from Free? Impossible. We've seen it.
It's possible.
But the over sexualize of some units and how some guys act, it I have seen some of that, and I was like, that's I'll play act all the time, but I would not go that crazy into the sense that saying all this stuff about these units. I'm like, guys, have some respect. You know, girls use the units too, and you guys are making us like off. You guys putting an off-putting idea.
and it could
And
turn people off that want to cosplay them too.
right, because, oh, well, look at this one. Look at that rack. I'm like, okay, I'll make kid about some stuff, but I won't go agnostic you guys. I mean, oh, Olivia, she looks so cute in her thing, but people like, oh yeah, look how up her skirt is. I wonder if we can actually see it. Like, okay, I'm done.
can I just jump in here?
Clear.
Asha.
Okay,
Asa, what?
okay, Corin, I think you had something with this, so let's go to Corin first.
I just wanted to point out that all the Tokaha's main stuff was boobs, and then you got, what was it, Verano was the butt, right?
Yeah, Verona with the butt.
Yeah, and then you have that, and then it just goes into my problems with Tokaha as a whole character, especially in this last season.
Okay,
But go on. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, no. Actually, let's go into Asha. Can I remember when we
Asha's string-held boobs.
No, okay.
Female
I actually remember having a
14-year-old
discussion with the
shit.
guys in our group about like, well, Asha boobs are getting bigger. I'm like, no, they are not. You guys don't understand the mechanics of the boobs. They don't grow like that. They actually, depending on what you wear, make them look actually bigger or smaller. I'm like, that's why you guys kind of don't get it.
It's just she's wearing better corsets than the
Right.
bustiers.
Right, and that actually does go into the mechanic of how a bra works. You guys don't know any of this.
No one wears bras.
No,
No
yeah,
one does.
and
That's just
no
how
one-
the boobs are.
That is how the boobs are, huh? But anyway, but it's like, it makes sense. I'm like, what the heck, guys? You know that, because you guys are guys, you guys don't understand. It does not get bigger. It's depending. If you mush them together, they look bigger. If you separate them, they look smaller.
And actually, it's also the angles in which the pictures are drawn.
Yeah, there's actually a lot. Okay, this is science in this. This is science.
There's a lot of science and art history. So prepare for an art lesson from next year.
Alright, Misaki. We know you play clans like those along with me.
Oh yeah.
Have you
This-
seen anything like bad as that though?
Oh yes. Let me. Okay, I'm gonna join on the rant of the Bermuda Triangle little thing, and I'm also gonna rip into Link Joker, and I'm also gonna rip into Shadow Paladin.
Go for it.
Those two were not expected, but
And,
okay.
and also Darky Regulars. So I'm sorry, everybody who loves those clans.
We're not
Frickin'
aiming
donuts.
towards you. We aim into the extreme versions.
Oh, okay. I understand that a lot of the BMI triangles in the beginning were cute and adorable. They're supposed to be idols. Nowadays, they're like tits, butts everywhere. I mean, for God's sakes, I made a little joke with one of my stride units who had I call her mermaid butt because you can clearly see her butt. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's like, oh, but it's just a tail. There's nothing wrong with the tail. You could see the curvature of her ass cheeks. Do we
It could be
really
different if it
need?
was just a shot of her back, but no, she's posing in the way that's like, oh, look at my booty.
Yeah, seriously. And people make fun of me because I play with Pacifica, and Pacifica's adorable, yes, and I call her my personal little lolly. But it's just a lot of the costumes, especially in her summertime outfit, like for those summertime events, she looks like she's wearing next to nothing, which is like,
Yeah,
okay.
or the swimsuit one disturbs me.
Uh-huh. And don't get me wrong, I love my cards. I love Bermuda Triangle. It's just there's been a lot more sexuality in it. I mean, for God's sakes, when I went to the release for the Bermuda Triangle set, Kumi and I were the only girls buying the mermaid set. All the rest, the majority, were all men. And it's like, okay. But like for Shadow Paladins and Dark Regulars, I am sorry, but I know succubuses are supposed to be sexual and everything.
Poke
But
trap
let's
pieces,
be
yes.
perfectly honest. Armor does not work like that.
Because actually, I'm gonna hit Corin, but her Drew Knight. Sorry, I hit
No,
him.
no, no, no. I was gonna bring it up myself because you have the trifecta here of Ashley, Salome, and Evangeline. So go on.
And it's just like, even with the alluring witch, what's her face? The one with the skull, and she's like boobage and nothing but a thong.
This is a
She's a
grade
Shadow
2.
Paladin. Yeah, grade 2. She's a Shadow Paladin.
Grade
Oh,
2, then became a
the
grade
Legion,
1.
the Legion. Because I don't
Uh,
think you talked about Nemen.
no, I'm talking about Nemen.
Oh, in the main. Okay.
Very good.
Wow.
The main.
Yeah.
She's and like a lot of the Shadow Paladin units, and along with the Dark Irregulars, they look kind of sexualized, a little bit too much for my taste. It's like they're supposed to be warriors, not ladies to strut around camp like a bard or something. Because I'm just trying to think, like, how would this make sense on Planet Cray? Like,
No, I get
like for example, like for like Link Joker. Okay, Link Joker doesn't have really much sexuality in it, but
Oh,
I'm
really?
gonna be very honest. There's like most of the females, like
There you go.
the cards themselves, like the card style, like they're not sexualized, but they're posed sexually to make them look still alluring
Okay,
to the male
um,
audience.
I'm gonna ask you, do you know the whole idea of a bodysuit?
Yes,
Okay, that was supposed to be with Link
here's
Joker.
yeah,
That's
but thing
that's
is,
what I think.
yeah, they're not dressed sexually, but the cards themselves they're posed sexually. You know what I mean?
I actually going quickly looking at some of the female cards. Oh, she look cool though. Some of the Star
And
Raiders like makes sense. Yeah, some of the okay, the triggers and stuff they fully close, but you right with the position. But then when you get more into the gray series, then they get sexualized.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, like okay, so let's go with reverse units on this. Corin, I know you have one, and I have one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay.
Just that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I go through each single one of my decks. Harry, well, it's my Shoda deck because Harry is a Shoda, but but like if I look through most of the cards, they're not that bad. Like most of the outfits are not tame, but I see the sexual, but not really that bad. Nightmare dolls, they're none, they're none. They all wearing the cute little outfits, and I think it would be weird for them to make them look sexy and all that, considering they're dolls.
They are dolls.
Right. But then we go into my favorite subclan, the Silver Thorns, and like, oh, look here. Oh, look here. I love you, look here. You're my favorite. You're the reason why we doing this today, because you gave me my page, but I look like, yeah. I know Korean and Misaki had joke about it, but yeah, the no underwear aspect, I like, yeah, that. Why is that even a thing when we have to look at that? And then I'm like, okay, well, I got Marichika. Oh yeah, she wearing nothing. And I'm like, oh, my Silver Soul Marinette Lillian, she wearing something sensible. Oh yeah, she a freaking marionette. That also bad,
She's wearing sensible because she again is a doll.
right? But then like some of the outfits are cute. I was like, oh, that's so cute outfit. But then when you see guys like going crazy about it, like, oh yeah, I forgot there's that aspect, and you guys are making it very hard for me to be like, oh, and be like, oh.
And not to kink shame or anything, but sometimes fetishizing something kind of ruins it for some people.
Like I'll be honest, I love Lukier. I love her to death. But the problem is, she looks too much like a dominatrix, and I know I joke with that with Asuka over here. I
Yeah.
joke that all the time, but
To be honest,
I still like her. But
have you
it's
read her
just
lore?
like, eh.
Have you read her
Well,
lore? She was a yandere in her normal form, you know, go quiet and subsect herself,
she was shy until Ren-sama came along with.
and then when she became reversed, she did become a yandere. That's what they said. She was just ruling, taking over people. She was just like, you know, going crazy with power and stuff. I'm like, okay, so the dominatrix thing kind of makes sense here because her lore herself, it kind of saying, yeah, she wants this to rule over people. I'm like, damn. Then when we get her to her Venus form, she still have that dominatrix within her, but
I
more or
think that
less.
made her a man eater because get it like a Venus flytrap.
That might, oh no, you should look at my new one, called Piranha, and she has Venus flytrap.
Yeah.
But I love that outfit too. But like, it's not like, wow, you guys are kind of making Lukier. I mean, granted, Lukier is the only Silverthorn grade 3, the only Silverthorn grade 3 you have to run in your deck in order to play it. Like, I get that you guys wanted to have this like a shy person go crazy and then be confident in her last form and then be the master once she in her stride form. But a lot of people nowadays, they can turn anything into very sick jokes, and that how sad we living into this society when you cannot have that innocent anymore. No, everything have to have back a bad turnaround to it.
Like, can I state something if that's okay?
Go ahead.
Like with my own cards. I mean, heck, I play Genesis. I love my Genesis. I even think some of my Genesis cards, even though they're like not scantily clad, but some it's just like, okay, that's revealing a little bit too much. Like with Angelica. And
Minerva.
yeah, because of the cleavage window
Short skirts.
thingamabobber. She wears pants.
Oh, I'm talking about Minerva, but go.
No, but Minerva, I will talk about Minerva. Praise be to Minerva and everything, but my God, it doesn't help that she is. It doesn't help that she's voiced. Not voiced. What am I talking about?
Drawn.
She is voiced by
She's
Misaki.
drawn. She's drawn by a hentai artist, which is Tony Taka. If anyone who's interested, he's the one who made the art for the Fate series, the actual visual novel. If you're ever
They're the
curious,
strong one.
yes, and it's just like, I love you, Minerva, but short skirt, big titties. I know you're drawn by a hentai artist, but dang.
And it's also a short skirt that's supposed to be like the shrine maiden.
Right. Then that playing towards the guys when you think about it. Like, oh, they have the fantasy with a shrine maiden, somebody who's supposed to be pure and never, tainted, and they want to taint her. Like, okay. I know.
That's like 3 fetishes right there.
I know. Okay, I'm going to be saying this. Yes, we girls, when we see a male unit and if he is good looking, we'll do the same exact thing. I'll admit it, but not to the extent.
Sorry for all the
Actually,
noise. Just okay. No, it's fine. Go ahead.
Go on.
I know this is. I reached into my bag to get my favorite female, out because she's pretty much the same, and it's Gabriel.
Okay, yeah.
She's very much. the boobs are very out. Well, they're not out, but they're prominent in this very very short skirt, and they're very much styled from Kill la Kill of all things. Scissors.
Okay, see,
Yeah,
like,
so I was just bringing up like the female deck I play is Angel Feather, but even I have to admit that is sexualized.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
do like good
they did seem like
guys do like the tsundere type, and Garfield seemed like she would be the type to be mean but yet
that's
kind.
only because of Ren.
And Evangeline is just one jewel away.
Her name.
I get it, it's the climax of a battle, but then you give her that outfit, and then I just hear endless jokes about it, and I'm like, you know what? I got a G unit. I'm powering up my whole field, so screw you.
Like
That's
when we look.
empowering. Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to look at her picture right now. Like, oh yeah, she just one drool away. She a freaking Janet Jackson.
I mean, which unit's this again? I'm gonna look at it
Clim-
myself.
cli- Climax Lord, Climax Jewel Knight Lord Evangeline. She's the Lord of
Okay.
climaxing. That's all you need to know.
Climax Joe Knight.
I do.
Um, I wanted to touch upon the point that I didn't like for mail cards and everything aside from Token Round because I already had like a biased husband or whatever, quote unquote, weeaboo stuff. Um, just to touch upon the male points and stuff. Clotennis like has like the abs just like all the other the alt mile and stuff that Shion uses. But I didn't start really liking him or falling in love with him until I managed to actually pull off his skills twice.
Okay, let's go with that.
So
Guys, we can't go crazy with off miles. Do you want to know why? The one who's using him is a little boy. We are not going crazy over a
yeah,
little boy. That's
yeah,
bad.
and it feels weird.
And
Feels
only the
weird.
abs and the midriff. Show the full chest.
Like I'm gonna drift into buddy fight.
Go with butterfly.
I started liking Die, and I'm just like they are kids. No.
Oh no, but what Buddy Fight did with Blazer Frill?
Oh, Sail Moon, Sail
Oh,
Moon, Sail Moon. My childhood. I was like, rip in peace.
rip
Yeah,
and
the
kill.
Blazer Frill. Oh, I was so excited because I thought we're getting a magical girl. We're getting a magical girl hero world deck. I might finally be able to play Buddy Fight. I might actually finally get into Buddy Fight. No, no.
No, I'm the same way because I like, oh, Buddy Fight is worse. And we'll go into why that in a little bit. But continuing on,
Oh.
the,
Sorry.
like,
I just had the
sorry.
one more thing about Buddy Fight, which is I
Go.
forget his name, but the guy that just like screams and then he rips off his shirt and he's like a bodybuilder, but he's only 14.
Genma.
There we go, Genma.
Genma Todoroki.
Yes, he
Yeah.
looked like a high schooler. You like, damn, no. But no, like if we think about all the boy units, and I actually went through this before. Only Ez will show his whole chest. Only
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, all the Royal Paladin, that midriff, it doesn't count. And I'm not speaking about dragons. We are not going toward that.
My favorite male unit actually wears all clothes.
Same
So,
here.
Cashew.
Same here.
The token Rambo starter. Cashew.
Cashew.
Cashew. I love
here.
Cashew. Cashew's
I'm
amazing.
sorry, it's just like a cashew. I'm just thinking of the nut.
Corian,
No, the one who has painted nails and lipstick and everything. I love him.
I know.
Corian,
My
your-
favorite is Mithikata.
we all have our favorite unit of a guy, and we like them because we actually think their art look cool. Yes, they do look cool looking. But it because, like Corin said, it because maybe because we like them because of the skill, and that could be true with some of the guys that like cards, like female card, because they like their ability. Kind of hard to know if that's the truth because considering so many guys make it abundantly clear that they like a certain card because of how she looks. And going back to Bermuda Triangle. You remember that new one that that new art fundy that came out? The
Yeah.
the jaw trigger. Okay, I going to I
Poor
don't know who
Fundy.
I don't know who said it, but somebody say, "Oh, she finally out of that awkward phase." I'm like, "What?
Yeah,
What?"
I felt so bad because like Fundy is so nice.
She look adorable.
She's a
She
good
like put
trigger. It's
she
old art, but she's a good trigger.
Harful Yale Fundy, and her skill is put it into your soul, you chew one your Bermuda, and then you against your case. She's a jaw trigger. Her all art had her with glasses, with braids. It was supposed to be like the 90s style of a cheerleader.
You
Like,
like yeah, the art looks old.
the art is
So
looking old, but she cheerleading, and you're like, oh, okay, she like a 90s kid. I'm okay with that. I remember the outfit, and maybe because I am a 90s kid and I do remember like the weird outfits, but like,
I think most of us
okay.
here are.
Oh my god, yeah. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. And then they redid her whole art.
I think it's also maybe the eyebrows because that's like also rare in anime, and then you only see like that kind of blocky stuff or a thick kind of eyebrow amongst certain types of characters. Like
It's like old school art style, right? Like old school anime.
some
Hmm.
old school, some you have it where it's the temple people or the shy person. I don't know, or the awkward person has it. And but then you also have the weird ones where it's just like a dot.
Are we talking
But
about?
I digress.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, the eyebrows are like dots.
Okay, so
So
this is the old
I think
art,
that's
and this
weird.
is a new art for those of you in this group who doesn't know. But as you can tell, there's like a major difference.
yeah, it really went from old school to moe.
I'm like, why
Yeah.
do you guys
And
redid the whole art? I mean, it
oh,
it
she
is
loves her jacket. I like her
it
jacket.
is drawn by the same artist. It is drawn by the same artist. So
Wait, I
maybe
Well,
the
thought
one
hers. Yeah.
kudos for being able to have different art styles.
But
also look at her. Go.
I thought she was a little bit darker skinned, to be honest.
That's
No,
the shadowing.
it's a
Could I actually
shadow.
I'm just gonna admit my favorite Bermuda deck is Duo because if you actually look at rate, I'm gonna save the image quickly. Um, it's in my desktop.
Me too.
Yeah, like
Yes.
if you, I'm gonna just share it quickly because it's not actually that sexualized. Is
No,
this it?
I
I have
know.
no idea.
They took out her suspenders. They gave her a full shirt
Her glasses are
instead of
there, but they like on her shirt.
yeah. I just noticed that too.
Yeah, I like. Okay.
I like the old outfit better. And
The
I think
dual.
they just I think she looks more like a lolly in the new art.
Also, look at
She
her
kind of
ears.
does.
Look at her ears.
Let
Oh,
me
they're
see
not
them.
pointed.
Right, they took away the pointiness.
Yeah.
Okay, so with dual temptation rate, I do like this art because
Yeah, I like
I'm a
this.
fan of.
Yeah.
This is my favorite Bermuda thing because it's just it's like even the breasts and everything. Like none of it's really sexualized at all.
No,
And I
she adorable. It's like, oh, she
yeah
Miku and all that.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what I was thinking when I first saw them.
let's see. My favorite
yeah
Bermuda card is Riviere. I just love how Riviere is. I love that right change. It's like Riviere is just awesome and so cute. Um, the reason why, because if you ever look at her picture, it's actually sensible. She's just like wearing a whole dress, and it's like that. Like, oh man, I wonder how that song feel like, cause she seemed like she's gonna be singing like not a Popeye song, but one of those calming type of songs. Like, dude, she like glowing. Which I admit
Like a ballad.
her younger forms, yes, she does look a little bit like a lolly and all that stuff, and she is wearing the whole showing her belly button and stuff. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I as a kid, I believe some girls do want to act older and show off. But top idol Riviere, she just like well, besides her bathing suit one, which I name it, I'll 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 say it. I love her bathing suit outfit. It's so adorable to me. But her regular outfit is just like she's just wearing a dress. Yes, it's strapless, and she's holding a bouquet. But it's just like that whole
That's a
dress is like
long dress.
it's a long dress, and it's like cute. It's adorable. So I'm like,
Really?
oh, it is.
So I
And
love
her
Riviere.
And
He's better
even her
support.
bathing suit one is not that bad because she got that thing over it. Then like, okay, she actually looked adorable in it. I know some people. I never seen a guy going crazy over her, so I'm like, okay, don't ruin my
That's why
image of her.
that's why she doesn't have a lot of support.
It's sad because you think, well, it is. Now let me ask you: do you guys think because of how some people see girls cards, they get more support for that girl card?
Mm-hmm.
You have to give
Sometimes it is a popularity contest.
it is a popularity contest. To the top three, Mir, Olivia, and Shizuku were all voted for to have those extra promo boxes. They all were voted. So I was
Yeah.
like, huh. Well, I'm surprised. But I actually kind of, no, I am surprised because I'm like, huh, all the girl cards actually make sense now. I mean, I need to give it to Japan. Like, huh, you guys didn't over sexualize any of these. You guys just choose a good card. We all like Olivia if we play Bermuda Triangle because her skill is actually needed.
I'm sorry, I can't get over Fundy. I'm just like looking back and forth. They even changed the background. It's not in a cheer competition. She's a totes lolly now. That's it. Whatever boob she had is kind of not visible here. It's her suspenders, and she doesn't have the same background of the cheer thing, and she has a baton now. So it's like, what is she, a cheerleader or one of the baton people?
I'm
Now,
gonna
And
took the right.
I actually feel so bad. It's like,
I'm quietly looking at my at Duodex now. I'm
I,
slightly.
I, I'm missing her jacket now. I miss her jacket. Can she at least have her jacket?
The tattoo were actually kind of cute. Kind of like I said, that
Yeah.
made it look like all like the 90s. I'm sorry, I'm going back to the 90s, but the 90s did look like that.
And speaking of the '90s, she has the choker on too, which was like a '90s style.
You see that little bobber in her hair? I was like, oh my gosh, those were like
Oh,
a
the
thing.
little bobble moños. Oh my
I
god.
mean, I
I
tried
don't
to
really.
wear them. I had to cut my hair a couple of times because I get stuck in there.
Right? Oh, they got stuck in my hair too. But then it was also weird on tying it. Like, what, do you put one loop in the other, or you twist it and then you loop and
Also, they
whatever.
changed her shirt. They have frills.
Yeah, her shirt's definitely changed. Instead of having like a cheerleader looking shirt, she just has a frilly flowy shirt, which is also why I say she looks just like a lolly. Like she just been lollified.
Pretty much. And I don't know why Bushiro thought that was okay to do. I was like, no, Bushiro, you don't do this.
Like you also could have left in her background because at least it's not the ocean like everything else. Like, oh look, they're at this place or something. I'm
Okay,
sorry,
so
it just feels bad for Funny.
yeah.
Like
Okay, so
both art styles are cute. It's just I feel bad.
so let's go into then this what I want to go into a little bit. Um because of this I because of the type of thing with less females, I think Butterfly do a worse job in it though. I mean Vanguard great. They actually do have female card fighters in their show. Buddy fight, they don't.
I do love how the guy if you've seen Triple D, how the new Black Dragon is named Abigail and it's still a guy.
Yeah, that is
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
I
what
did.
sense does that make?
I
I
just
just
like
thought it was gonna be a girl dragon, but no.
yeah. I saw it too. I didn't my brother like is that a girl? I was like it's a guy. He like why? I was like because this whole show dominates with guys with dragons who got complex issues. I know I don't mean it like that.
It could have been because this whole series focuses on the three dragon worlds of Star, Darkness, and Normal,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all got like the I can't even remember his name now. Purple haired dude. He would have been a perfect way to inject sort of a female person into that thing, especially with a dragon called Abigail, for Pete's sake.
Not only with that,
It just seemed
go,
like
go.
a good way to diversify it, but they kind of flopped.
Well, like I remember at Anime Expo last year, a girl asked, "Are you going to have more female buddy fighters?" Because right now it feels like there's no really way for a girl to watch this and get into it because you guys are mainly focusing on the males. And they
The
say
few they
yes,
had was just one episode, and that was it.
right? And I like yeah, is that true? And then they're like, well, we're gonna like, bring out more. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Or she was
And
turned evil.
yes, and then oh,
One of the first female buddy fighter to come to my head is the one who wears the big poofy dresses and has a buddy called Mary
Magic
Sue.
World.
and
That I find hilarious.
He's not a good character.
Yeah, that I found hilarious though.
okay, I have to admit, I like Suzuha because she actually would have been a good fighter. I mean, yes, I like Osmodai, and that's the demon side of Magic World. While she is the wizard side of Magic World, I think we could have seen more of her fights and be like,
I really would have loved to have that balance.
I really do like her deck though. Like they're sort of wizard knights and they protect her and everything. They're very much designed to be protecting the princess. At least in the anime.
I dance with Dance Modai, so
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I agree with that. Like, you kind of want this like balance in this anime, but you can't get it yet because they're like, oh well, we need to show off all the guys and their dragons. Okay, I played ninjas, and my main character is a guy who's embarrassed by girls that his to the point where when his glasses break.
But he has such beautiful long hair.
I like Zanya. I don't care, and I kind of sad that they took all his character away once this season got started because they
took most of the characters away. I watch it for that.
They took Drum away. That was surprising. But then
I watch for Buddy Fights Mako Tsunami now.
Oh my god, yeah. he is. But look
Except he's good.
Yeah. Okay. Look at all the. Okay. Question for those who watch it: how many female buddy monsters are there?
Barely none, and I watched a little bit of it. But
Laser Frill.
One.
Laser Frill, Mary Sue.
Two.
Mary Sue. That's it.
Oh god. There's
Did
the
the
star.
girl that got amnesia have
Yes,
a buddy
it was.
monster?
She had Medusa.
The star, the one who uses Legend World, the one who is rumored to have children. Subaki,
or not. That
Subaki.
4.
Oh god, there isn't many actually.
And let's see, and Mary Sue. That one. I know we're probably forgetting one, but we know that Haruko's buddy monster is a guy. Sukikat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also like not much. You can say yes, there are female cards, but when Laser Frill is a bad guy, and with the silver hair girl being a bad guy.
My problem with Blazer Frills is how sexless she ended up being.
Oh no!
Oh, Blazer Frills.
No, not only that, it is that she annoying. They made her so annoying. I'm like, shut up.
This is the masked guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally just blocked out her name because she was just so manipulative and like the nastiest a person could be.
And I know she doesn't have a female, but there's also Kazane is a good character. I like Kazane.
Kazane, yeah.
But hey, everyone, I'm really sorry.
Her buddy's the male bird.
Wait,
I know. I'm saying she's not got a female buddy, but she was actually a very good female character, at least what I thought.
Hold on.
At least until Yamigedo. Yamigedo kind of.
I'm sorry, everybody, but I gotta jump.
Okay, go ahead. Thank you for coming, everybody.
Thank you so much for having me here.
I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Glad you make it.
Yes, I'll let you know if we ever do something like this again.
Will do. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. So we.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. So we actually went from Vanguard into Buddy Fight because I actually feel like Buddy Fight have done the worst out of Bushiro products. Okay, when you can count how many females.
No, because you have Luck and Logic and Way Schwartz.
Okay, Luck and Logic anime did not. Okay, White Shorts.
Buddy Fight did not do the worst.
So White Shorts.
White Shorts. Okay, Konkai. Okay, everything. Yes, we all hear about the waifu deck. Like people saw my deck. They're like, "Oh, where's Saber?" I play Fate. I have 4 different type of decks. Each one of them. Yes. So mainly
Saber's not your girl, so you won't have Saber.
No, they're like, where's the Saber? I'm like, this is not a Saber build. They're like, yeah, well, you have Shiro here. I'm like, yeah, and look, I have his father. This is my freaking Segi no Makata deck. This is freaking my husbando deck if I have to say it. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah. You guys, that like, I wanted to build a deck that not focuses around Saber. I want to focus decks around Shiro and his father because they both play yellow. Now, in my red deck, it mainly Archer, both Gilgamesh and Shiro Archer. Emiya Archer. Blue deck, well, I'm making a freaking Kiri deck because I don't want to build Ilya. Green deck, instead of going Fate Rider, I go in Fate Zero Rider. Each single one, if you notice, are old males. So like, yeah, I go against the norm here. I'm like, oh.
You just have to build the deck that works with each other.
I know how to build those decks. I'm like, okay, this can work. And then I get like really pissed off. I'm like, when somebody say, "Well, where's your Saber?" I'm like, I don't want Saber. She not her effect did not work well against me. Cheryl had the better effect.
But your Fate deck needs Saber in it.
She does the Saber support. She is the support. My main focus is on Shiro and Kariska.
I know. I'm just like trying to simulate the
I
conversation.
know. So like, white shorts. I feel like yes, it hard when you hear guys talk about the white rooms. I'm like, the guys.
I don't even play
because you have
like,
the Madoka
I
decks.
don't play white, so I'm out of here. But I don't think I can't input here. No, I'm not going away. I'm just saying I can't input. I don't play Weiss.
I haven't gotten to play Weiss either, but I definitely wanted to have some of the cards just to have the cards.
Right.
The main Weiss deck I wanted to build was Axel World, which is really bad because we've been going on about like sexualized thing, and Axel World is like the pinnacle of over sexualized. But even then, when I got into the community, they started making fun of me, so I immediately left.
Aww.
So yeah, I haven't played Weiss. I hate it.
People suck.
They do.
Yep, they do.
Well, at least like with Corin, she can. Oh my god! At least with Corin, she can build a freaking husbando fairy tale deck. It could be great, wouldn't it?
I gotta catch up on freaking fairy tale. My god.
I did the other day. I
do love fairy tale.
I still have to clean my room. And yay, another fairy tale fan.
Yay. But like, I'll be the first one to say yes. Do I over sexualize cards? To an extent. Yes, I may joke that yes, I like the Shodas, and Corinne know that I'm gonna send me a big old box for Christmas with Shodas.
Big old box of Shodas.
From Token Run, but I'd be like, dang it, Corinne, and people be like, what the hell is this? I'd be like, somebody thought it was cute to send me all this.
I have too many triggers. Here, make a trigger deck.
I don't want to be triggered. But yes, I'll admit to yes, I'm probably just that bad. I had to call my fate deck, my husbando deck, and to be funny, people laughed at that. Like, oh my gosh. But like, sometimes you just want to build a deck just to have that deck build.
Oh, but that reminded me of a point I wanted to bring up earlier. So how we're talking about the aesthetics and how some people get cards just for the aesthetics and stuff?
Yeah.
In Yu-Gi-Oh, you get laughed at for building a deck based on cards that either you like or you like the art for.
I can't build synchros anymore because they don't like it.
Yeah.
Like, even though that's not really what you're on about, I can't build synchros because synchros are just no longer any good anymore. And like synchro is the only deck I like playing.
I know, same here. Like when I got into playing newer Yu-Gi-Oh, I liked all the synchros. Actually, I built a cute deck, which was filled with very cutesy cards, except I hit Exodia in it, and I always had Wing Kariba level 10 out, and I also had Dragon Capture Jar out. That was back when dragons were the thing. So that was my answer to all that.
Okay, so when I got back into Yu-Gi-Oh, I did took a break, but then when I got back in during the, what do you call it, back during when all the synchro summoning, I built a pure insect deck. And it was badass. I was like, freaking yeah, Beatles, go for it. Oh, skill, synchro summon into my freaking spider and everything. I'm like, yes, it was fun. And people like, oh, you going? Then like when people saw me, they're like, oh, what type of deck? I'm like, you'll see. And then they're like, freaking, what the heck? Insects? I'm like, yeah. They're like, I didn't expect you to be playing that. I'm like, oh, yeah, it happens. I do play
He is
that.
the meta.
Yeah, and then of course I did win into the deck that I've been wanting to play ever since GX, which is pure Hero World. I mean, not Hero World. Oh my god,
Heroes. Heroes. Yes, you play Heroes too.
Elemental heroes.
You play
Elemental
Heroes.
E-Heroes. Yes, I love them.
I love Heroes.
When my friend stopped playing, he like actually, I don't know, like to like here are your card, here you can have all the cards. And I'm looking through them like, oh my god, this is all the e-hero stuff. And then I talked to them, they're like, can I make an e-hero that? They're like, it's gonna have to be like this way. I'm like, here money, when I go to Frankenstein, give me all I need. And then they gave me all my future, my everything I needed for the deck. And oh my gosh, it was such a fun deck. Then when I use it again, people they're like, okay, gonna attack. I was like, oh, like they do all the moves. They're like nothing. I'm like nothing. And then when they're about to attack, I'm like, yeah, there is something. Super poly. They're like, what the heck? Why you didn't activate it before? I'm like, because it's smart to activate it when you guys are attacking me. That way you lose the attack. I gain a monster, and you want to destroy this monster. I'll activate it as a super poly and destroy the whole field.
Oh, I love that.
It's what like I love my
That,
card.
that reminds me, my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card, Scrap Eye and Scarecrow. Just have it all out on the field.
Freaking abuse that card.
I used it a lot, and I got good with the Xseeds and stuff, XYZs and everything, and I just right now I can't wrap my head around the pendulum. I get it. I just not probably not for me. I should.
Have you?
Hmm?
Have either of you played Magic the Gathering?
No.
No,
Okay,
I've
well,
seen people play it.
Yeah,
I love Magic. Magic the Gathering is my second favorite card game at the moment. And the main format I play is a format called Commander, where it is specifically designed. It's like specifically says, build the deck you want. You pick a legendary creature, and you build a deck around that legendary creature.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, that's cute.
And you can pick your favorite cards. And like my favorite card in Magic the Gathering is a lady called Elspeth Tyrell.
Oh wait, the Tyrell? Yes, I am.
She's a planeswalker, and another champion called Alicia, and another monster called Alicia who smiles at death. So I just put those two in the deck and went, here, this is now my favorite deck.
Awesome.
It's an actual competitive viable deck because Magic is balanced around it almost. It's super fun. I love Magic. Magic is like the one good card game for like female support, and you can build whatever deck you like in Magic. It's so fun. You can build a mill deck in Magic. You can build a mill deck. It's so good.
I think that's where with Vanguard you can build any deck and it can be good. With Yu-Gi-Oh, you have to build meta. You have to build meta.
Has that like element of pick your favorite card and build a deck around it.
Yeah, if you don't want to get knocked out on the first or third turn, you gotta play meta on Yu-Gi-Oh, and I hated that so much. That's why, that's always the main reason why I kept getting out of it.
I'll agree. The reason why I got out of it is when they banned almost all my deck, and here's the reason why.
I was about to say the ban list. The ban
list is like the worst. And then like, oh,
I hate the ban.
It's like whoever wins in the championship, they banned it. And I know Chaos Breaker has said there was this like a new deck that was going to be viable within the first or second week. They banned most of all the cards for that deck.
Yeah.
Well, that's that the pals, the Performer Pal magician thingies.
Yeah, I think so. Something of that sort.
They're magicians. That sucks for me. I like using spellcasters.
It's just like Vanguard real good, but if they see a loop, then they're going to eliminate that loop. And I'm afraid because there is a loop in Pale Moon that might limited my Purple Trapeze. And I'd be like, that's not fair because people played it. Purple Trapeze has been around since all this time. Ban the other cards, not ban Purple Trapeze. We need her. We don't
ban the card of the clan that gets little support.
like Angel Feather. They got their ref rules. You gotta abuse it. You gotta know what you were doing. You abuse it, you're gonna lose it. That's how it.
Dumb.
Huh?
I play Angel, and Rekros is dumb.
Alright.
Even I.
Here's the rule. People will tell you the secret. To keep the cards you want the most, if you abuse it, you're going to lose it. And that is the freaking truth. The day you
That
abuse
goes for
it,
everything else in life, by the way.
right, you can't abuse anything.
Exactly.
Oh.
It's true.
No, I play Angel, and even I admit Rekros needs banned. Like, I was playing, like, another person who plays Angel as well, and they just called out this front row of Broken Heart, and No CL, and their columns reach 100,000 power.
Yes, we'll admit.
Yeah, I'm an Angel player, and I admit Rekros needs to be banned.
I feel sorry for.
Too OP plus nerf.
I feel sorry for other people who were playing Raffles before the loop happened and now have to get rid of it because Raffles without it loop it's pretty good. It wasn't playful. And then rescue happened and then it got Raffle. And then that is that. But going back to what we
Get rid of ripples. Was it 2 ripples?
Yes. But yeah. So let go with the whole thing. Tokurambu's is the equivalent to Con Cold and Wise. That's true. They added it because they wanted to. Is this a clan that most girls like? If they know of what Tokurambu is, yes, they will love it.
Or if they just like the look of the swords and the spears.
Is this?
I've never played Token Rambu, but I like Token Rambu.
I blame this girl. I blame Corin here. She got me into Token.
I didn't get into Token until Vanguard came out, and I'm like, yo, this is kind of nice. I still can't play the actual game myself.
I can't get any of the cards anymore. I can't get any of the cards anymore.
But from a standpoint,
I only have commons.
Yeah.
Like my any ones that are not commons, like they're already using a deck.
But it's like,
I wonder if there's anywhere selling cheap.
It probably is.
There won't be.
Actually, right now, I'm right now am waiting because there is a card I want to get. I'm waiting here in the dark because I want to get his SP. I want to get the SP of him. I'm waiting in the dark. Nobody's hyping it yet. I'm just waiting until I get money and I jump on it and get it. I feel like, wow. I'm waiting.
You're gonna pounce on it.
I am. I'm like, come on, no Tokurambu reveal that's gonna make this card hype. Just give me my moment, and then you can do it. You did it with
I would like a Toku version of Mitsutada though. I'm glad it's a useful critical trigger, but I kind of feel bad that he's just a critical trigger.
I think also I don't like the fact that with an anime that coming out and not focuses around the main ones. You're like, why? The main ones are
the 2 grade 2s that people don't use a lot. I never got to use them a lot, and I feel bad. I'm like,
I remember people well, Tokurambu is all guys. Where are the girls? I'm like, have you not heard about Tokurambu?
Have you not? It's basically the inverse of Bermuda, then. In
Vanguard, yes. Yes, it is.
It's the Bermuda of Vanguard. It's the inverse Bermuda. So they can't complain about girls not being in it.
When we can't have...
Yeah, because there are no guys in Bermuda, so...
No, they're not. They're not.
Yeah, that's my opinion, at least. Let us have our token round.
I'll tell you for a fact, it's a trap. It's a trap. So
I know which card you're talking about too. That's why I laugh at you. I'm like, I know the card.
Of course, because we were even doubting it, and they were like, no, that's a trap.
And then I'm like, then I look like I'm gonna call it. It's a trap, and people are like, no, I bet you it's a freaking trap. They're like, it's a trap, Ash. I dude, I know. I read mangas. You get kind of good at doubting it.
Traps are the best.
I have a phone call. But speaking of the anime, I swear if they don't have the summoner as a female like it does in the game, I'm probably gonna be a little bit ticked off. Because Kankule, you have the admiral, and the admiral's always like sir and everything, and freaking Congo's in love with him, but you know.
Yeah.
And I have a phone call. I'll be back.
Just you and me now. I think we pretty much. Overall.
Pardon?
let's say this you and me right now. So overall, do you think that it is harder to be a female playing a card game nowadays than it was when we were kids? If you used to play when you were kids.
Hmm. When we were kids, yes, because when I was a kid, you had the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, and everyone loved the Yu-Gi-Oh anime, even girls, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone flooded to Yu-Gi-Oh. At least where I was. Friend Carrie, who was addicted to Yu-Gi-Oh as me,
Mm-hmm.
and all that. So yes, I think the advent of anime is the advent of a I don't know why, but the ad the show helped. But yes, it is now more difficult. I remember a lot of girls dropped it because they just did not like the feel of it. I would like when you actually got more into it and you went to start going to locals and you found other players, they were all guys and everything, and girls slowly just sort of went, "Oh, I'll play it with you, but I'm not actually going to go anywhere. I'm not actually going to go back there or anything." So
Mm-hmm.
like as we built, so yes, there was this big influx of female players, and then when you went to more locals and everything, and you found it was older men, they sort of disappearing. Again, I had this other friend Rosie, and I could only play her at her house because she didn't want to come to anything. So yeah, I think it is harder now, but
So yeah, I think back in my day, to be honest, I always the only girl. I guess because that's how it is, and people how
I
it
met
is.
yeah one more that my actual friend who did go to like these locals, her mom stopped her because she didn't like any of the guys there. Like
No,
she found the guys, so she stopped her going as well. Parents stopped their kids going because they didn't like the guys there.
no, I'll admit. My mom was the same way when I started to go to locals and stuff. She like they get worried. I like understandable and it's sad because sometimes
I
people could turn you off from doing stuff, and the parent want you to be safe.
I get that. I was just mentioning the fact that people are the girls just don't want to go to locals because it's they get creeped out almost.
I get
They get into it, they get creeped out of it.
I can't blame them, to be honest. I really can't. I think in my head, like, well, they shouldn't. And I'm like, yeah, they should. I mean, we just talked about cards that, or clans that some kind of guy go crazy over, and it would make a girl feel like, well, I just, no, I'm not going to play this now. So,
I yeah, there is a thing of girls just sort of getting in and then immediately getting out when they meet the community. A lot of my friends don't like going to locals. They don't like dealing with people in the community if they still play at all.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's just my opinion of it. It's quite sad actually that there's just there's not really any support for the like since as I said I had to go to the other side of the world to talk to you against my first female player. There just isn't a support around it, and you get creeped out and you just want to leave.
You do. And you should not. A world out,
My mom
a
sometimes
word
creeps me
out
out
there
as
for all
well.
the
My own thoughts sometimes creep me out.
a word for all the females out there who do play this game. Don't let guys make you feel different. Don't make them push you around. Don't make them feel like you can't play this game. Cause you could. We all could. It's a card game. We all able to
It's a
play it.
children's card game for Pete's sake.
It is a children's card game. So you should not feel bad about when you see the majority being a guy. I think I said almost the exact same thing last time we did this. But I am honestly telling you guys it's okay to feel awkward. It's okay to feel out of place. It is true. It's sad but true. You are gonna feel out of place. You are gonna feel like, well, I'm the odd one out. And I'll be honest, I know from experience, it does not feel right. But would you actually stop playing a game you liked it because you don't see a vast majority of your gender? I don't know. You actually go to people preference at that point. Once again, I'll
Mm.
say it, it's sad. when you see
Mm.
girls who should be playing not playing because they feel like they can't or feel like they would be judged more harshly than a guy, whether it's their deck, the way they play, even the way they look, and that like
Guy, I get like I'm going back. You mentioned this in your previous podcast, but I wasn't here. That um the thing about girls playing specific decks,
mm-hmm.
like guys expect them to play Bermuda and everything. It's like
Yeah.
we don't want to play Bermuda. You guys ruined Bermuda. You
It's
guys
true.
ruined Bermuda. I'm going to stick to Dimensional Police and Sprite Brothers, the ones you haven't touched. That's just my opinion on it.
It is true though.
I'm staying away from them.
Last time when I did brought that up, that guy expect you to play certain type of clan. It is true. I mean, yes, I play Pale Moon, which is used by Luna and by Asuka, but I also play Aqua Force, and it's not the Ripple that Julian and play. No, I play Aqua Force that is Jaime build, and I play Gear Chronicles. And I have Dabber and other decks and other clans. That doesn't work to my liking. But I don't have to play a clan that guy tell me I have to. No, I play clan because it's what I want to play.
Yeah, that's the thing with my Dimensional Police and other stuff. I love I've very recently become a big fan of the Spike Brother clan. I know it's got the sexualized cheerleaders a bit, but it's not that bad. And just it's just because spikes can go attack you 8 times for over 50,000 power. Okay.
That heel trigger.
Spikes are fun.
So, Corin, let me ask you.
Okay.
You think it was easier to get into a card game nowadays compared to when we were kids? If you were female.
Oh, they're just based on femaleness.
Yes.
I, probably because we're older. But I think it was still hard for me because like when I was young I played Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, but Pokemon I'd play with my neighbor who was a female, so that was fine, but we didn't know what we were doing with the cards anyway. The cards baffled me because how in the game you could have like these 4 moves, but this card only has 1 move and it's like tail whip.
Yeah, I know.
So that's what took me off of Pokemon in general.
The pictures look nice.
Yeah, but it's Pokemon the card game was just like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But I like the online one. But I guess nowadays, because you also have like the faster internet connection stuff, so I guess that just makes things easier as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
You also like find the cards you need. Like back then, you'd have to like actually physically buy them because it would have been hard to have gotten anything shipped and everything.
True.
And I still face the same problems because I was mainly the only female Yu-Gi-Oh player, like wherever I was.
Hey, my sister. Yes, nothing.
Your sister does not live near me.
No, I think, oh my god, you're exactly like me, I know. No, with me, I'm the only one who played. My first card game was not Yu-Gi-Oh! It was Digimon.
Digimon.
I played that card game, and I was good at it.
I wish I saw that card game. I never saw anything of that. All I had was rip-off Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh!
But then I did stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And of course, during high school, I was the only female card. I was the only one who played. I remember my team deck. I remember my level deck. I remember all my decks that I had played until my recent deck, which played with my Black Wings and my cute little e-heroes. But with I feel like as a kid, I can't honestly say that there were more girls into card games back then than they are nowadays. To me, it doesn't feel any different. It feels still the same because I'm the only one I ever see. I like, why is that? Why am I the only one who play this card game? Yes, at school there are more female players, and yes, I am happy for that. But kind of sad when you go to locals and there are hardly any girls. And what even sadder is that if you want to stay and play, I would, but then the time is like not good for me. It's like to base out tournaments as soon as the last bus comes. I like no bus schedules. Work with me for once. But they even act like, oh, you're not saying. I'm like, nah. And they're like, why? I'm like, I got no right. They're like, oh man. They're like, you're the only girl. I'm like, I know.
But you guys gotta schedule better.
Don't blame me. Blame the blame the.
No,
the
say the
schedule.
people that run it, they gotta schedule
They
better.
did. It used to be at 3:30, and I'm okay with that. Like, yeah, I can do that. Then they're like, oh, we're switching to 5. I'm like, why are you working against me? Oh, because everybody else. I'm like, oh.
I remember the one I tried to go to was to be there around 5. I got there an hour and a half or 2 hours late. And then when I finally get there, I see that they're like in the middle of some fights. And I'm like, okay, suppose there's still time for me. It's like, no, you just like we just started and we're already in the second round. And I'm like, really, really? So I just watched people play Smash Brothers because they also had that set up. And I'm like, okay, I'm out.
It's
Well, that's
sad.
also because I was babysitting, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, I don't see a difference between how it was back then and nowadays. If anything, I guess
It's just
the
technology's changed.
technology made it easier. And now how with Luma here, she able to face female cardfighters such as me. And it kind of is sad that you have to go out of your way to face other female players because that should not be it. But it's true.
Oh, but a good thing with technology is now you can test out any decks you want without having to spend the cash.
Huh? Cardfight area and hopefully Cardfight online. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Visual, what the heck?
And fix that timing thing you got on guarding.
Dude, that was so annoying. I didn't pay attention to that. It was fun.
I love that we tested it. It was fun, but it's some
It took us a while. I was like, it should not take us this long.
I couldn't even get like most of the cards I wanted. I'm just like I have to do what now? Wait, what? What?
I like, okay, I'm gonna, okay, and I'm like, you know what? Like, in this with the first G set and with Gear Chronicle and Royal Paladin, I'm like, Gear Chronicle has the advantage. And people are like, why? I like, Chrono Jet GBT skill, second skill. Allow me to key on attacking and you guys can guard. It's sad, but true.
I didn't get into Cardfight online. Like, I just didn't get you with the beta invite, so.
Alright, I think
We're just
run
voicing
off.
what we wrote to them. So
Yeah, okay. So I think we are done with this. It was fun. We did really went off topic a lot, but we went off not off topic on topic, but we did talk about mostly all the issue we do have with not the Vanguard, but with card games in general. And because we all play different ones, and it's good to know that people play different card games and not just Vanguard. If that all, I think we all ready to call this a good day. So, with that being said, any last words from any of you?
donuts.
God damn it.
Damn it. More people should play Dimensional Police, in my opinion. That's my final word. That's my message to you all. Play Dimensional Police.
Get the hype going.
Yeah, let's spell hype for Dimensional Police.
Another,
Train, toot toot.
my last advice, if you want your clan to get support, you're gonna have to make everybody play it.
That's what I'm doing.
Yep. Spread the word,
Play
people.
Dimensional Police. I want more support.
Remember, always contact Bushiro. They are willing to help you with anything. And with a quick yay moment, we are allowed to finally use fighter counters. They are still up in the air about dice, but right now fighter counter are able to be used in Cardfight Vanguard in actual official tournaments. So if you can't have dice, go make your own fighter counters, because those technically are allowed. So until next time, which is going to be in the fall, I'm the page admin of Asuka. Corin.
I'm the page admin of Corin.
Luma?
I'm Luma, and I have nothing.
You are international Cardfighter.
She's Luma the Luma from Mario.
I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. I'm just waiting till I move.
So
If you start one, we're going to promote the shiz at it. So.
yeah, we will.
Yeah.
We'll
Yay!
start to do
Okay.
it. 'Cause
That reminds me, I have to make videos for my 2 channels.
I'm moving on Sunday,
and I need
which means
to.
I have to find a new locals. I wonder how that'll be.
Oh my god.
I can give a report next time on what a new experience of the girl going to locals and new locals is like.
Okay.
Actually,
cool.
you could record it. Like that'd be like a whole video, like the journey for new locals.
It'd be like you can make it like a whole little epic mini series. Be like looking through the phone book, going online. It's like you think it'd be all this epic music. You hear the epic music, and you did like. Oh, okay.
Each episode is a new shop.
Excellent. Yes. I will create this masterpiece. Probably not.
It's just a good idea.
I'm too lazy, and I don't have a good camera apart from my webcam. So.
Aww. Your phone.
I would have to record it on my phone, running around like this.
Just remember landscape, not portrait. Landscape.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I can give a report of the female player going to new locals next time.
I'm okay with that. That actually sounds very cool. Alright, with that
And I'll try to go to a tournament.
And I record. And the next time we do this, it's going to be after most of the European, which is going to be set in after September 10th, which we are hopefully going to get both Helen and Josie to talk about how it was going to their stuff. I'm probably not going to have anything new by then. Just beside me going crazy over the hype of player jumping ship from one clan to another. Yes, I know there are such people, clan hoppers. Stop doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys don't play the clan. You guys don't know how to play the clan.
It's being a grasshopper, not a clan hopper.
There we go. With that, okay, I think we're good. So until next time, say bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello.